Come on now, gang. We gotta make it make sense. How you first comment but not first like? First comment, get a cash app prize.
America, man, I can't do this without y'all, man. We just show y'all what y'all could do if y'all wanted to get rid.
The couple's American dream quickly turned into a nightmare after wiring nearly $800,000. All of that money went to a scammer.
How many times a week would you say you punch a meal?
7 times a week, every day.
Oh my God. Is that your fork or what is that for chicken?
12 people are facing more than 100 charges in a major credit fraud scheme.
University student accused of stealing more than $500,000 in a credit card scam.
It's shocking video of thugs chasing a mail carrier. Why? It's believed they wanted the master key he carries that opens mailboxes for the entire neighborhood.
25 investigates exposing a check scam that can wipe out your bank account.
We're talking about scammers who can clone any of our voices using artificial intelligence.
We are talking about $100,000 in forged checks.
Let me find out that these motherfuckers take it to the extent of using AI to get personal shit going, bro. To steal all the money and shit. And another thing with you scammer niggas, bro. Y'all talk about, y'all scam people and they get their money back. Y'all don't know that's a stupid ass, unnecessary ass process, bro. Let's start there with the whole shit. Like that's the first step to fuck up somebody day. To realize they done got stole from. I'm talking about nobody wanna do that, bro. Even you know what? Cause that little shit right there, and this was the immature. This was about when I first started getting some goddamn money, I ain't gonna lie. All the little processing procedures of getting money and shit from the bank, that shit used to blow me. Now I'm thankful for this shit because I protect the bread type shit.
Whether it's a scam call center from India, a billionaire's Ponzi scheme, a guy pretending to be a Nigerian prince, or a US senator out trading hedge funds while employed on the taxpayer dime, the truth is people hate getting scammed. After all, there are entire YouTube channels dedicated to getting revenge on scammers. You see, scammers are people that leverage social engineering, also known as human hacking, to steal,
Cash is king. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with cash because I don't know, I feel like it's a better negotiation tool. Like you say you wanted 500 for some shit, but I got this 375. Fuck with me.
We dive into the world of fraud and scamming, and we uncover how some of the scams are happening right now. We'll cover the biggest scam that's ever occurred in U.S. history, and we'll talk to the scammers to see how they think and
it was damn like a little 4 or 5 year run for real. If you know, you know.
What motivates them. And by the end of this, we'll provide you with tips on how you can avoid getting scammed yourself. This is the world of scammers. Let's dive in.
You know why motherfucker able to do that type shit and it just be a joke? Like I don't get ridiculed for the mindless joke. Because I ain't trying to scam nobody with this shit. I ain't trying to, feel sorry for me, I ain't got no legs. No, I ain't got no legs, I can't do that. And it was just like a little joke. You know? Hell yeah. I just know that it's been people on the internet to try to scam people off this shit. Yeah.
There are people out there looking to exploit your data for their own gain. With scammers like this out there lurking, it's a good idea to protect yourself.
Well, I just said it in a video
like this, I use the sponsor of today's video, Delete Me, to help keep my footprint off the internet. What Delete Me in the city of Minneapolis, scamming is a big business.
Minneapolis woman calls it emotional hacking. Scammers drained $800,000 from her dad's bank account.
LaSalle University student accused of stealing more than $500,000 in a credit card scam.
Foster was doing fake transactions, marking items up in price, then returning them for the original price while pocketing the difference in account of her own.
In fact, there are multiple RICO cases going on for fraud right now. A big scam that was pulled was the food share program. People pretended to be feeding the homeless and walked away with millions of dollars, and now they're getting RICO'd for that. A scammer is kind of like an illegal magician. They're pulling things out of thin air. There's illusion, deception, and before you know it or realize what they did, they're gone with the bag. Let's meet up with these guys and let's see what they're about.
Fake feeding the homeless is wild. It's a lot of scandalous people out here. This is a good documentary about the scandalous motherfuckers. Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Is that you?
Yeah, this me right here.
I'm in that rental car, that white car.
Alright, bet I'm finna walk over there.
Okay, door's unlocked.
Yo, what's up, bro? I say, I just know how to exploit ways to get money. Simple.
What are the different plays we're gonna be getting into today?
we got just simple things. We go from getting food, gas, we go from checks, scam work. So I didn't get into it.
So what got you into this world?
Alright, so look, it started when I was younger. It was this rapper, his name TJX6. When I was young, real young, I always just listened to his music and wondered.
Okay, alright.
Dude doing?
Okay.
My card. If you listen to the music, he's talking a lot about cards and checks really. When he was talking about that, I kind of picked up on some things, and over time, I just got smarter and smarter and figured everything out.
So what was the first play you ever made?
It was on Telegram. It was this African dude that I met. He was talking for a long time, and he told me something called, it's a certain type of check that you can order off of a log. Ship the check to a drop. I picked it up, put it in the ATM, 600-900 came. That was my first, and ever since it's been on it.
Has this ever put you in a risky situation?
Pretty much scamming down here is pretty popular. I mean, in the city, everybody knows what's going on now. So if you find somebody that wants to do it, they know what's behind it.
Are there rich scammers out there?
That's what I'm scamming.
Motherfucker got looked the part, you know?
Six-figure rich?
Yeah.
That's real.
Rather than judging these kids, I wanted to try and put myself in their shoes. Now, I know I'm overgeneralizing here, but here's the theory I'm working with. A lot of these kid scammers are from Gen Z, and this is the generation that saw their parents lose their house in the 08 mortgage crisis as the bank executives responsible got rewarded by multi-million-dollar bonuses, and the banks that fundamentally scammed the country got bailed out by the taxpayers of the very people they scammed. So essentially, these kids witnessed a financial system that openly didn't give a shit about them or their parents, so heck, why not pull a scam of their own? And kind of explains the sense of nihilism that we've seen creeping into this Gen Z generation. Whether you talk about scammers, the Kia boys, or just an overall sense of I don't give a f, because it seems like the world around them is crumbling. Now from a
know, boys, I just got them for the thumbnail of the video I posted today.
Cultural standpoint, we've seen the rise of scam rappers, guys like Baby Tron, TJX6, and Punch Made Dev, and these are guys who look effortlessly cool, ridiculously rich, and they seem to be easily getting away with scams on major banks and institutions. So yes, it's easy to point the fingers at the scammers you see here, and yes, they have a moral responsibility of what they are doing, but are they not just an underworld byproduct of a system that white-collar scammers created? I don't know. That's just a theory I'm working with.
Do you save much of your money?
I'm not scamming long term to be scam guy for the rest of my life. This shit's all like, with anything you do, any hustle, all that shit just quick until you move on to your next, you feel me, next steps.
Have you ever been almost caught by law enforcement? I'm gonna take the yes.
No. Pause,
Let me think yes.
Think about it, but nah, never.
How much does an IP address come to play with what you do?
It gets deep. That's like your address. Like, you feel me? That's like your internet address. So.
For most of the things you do you have to obscure your IP address?
Yeah.
Is that difficult to do? So it doesn't affect a human at all, you think?
Everybody has committed a scam before in some way. Some people do different types of scams. Some people do insurance. Some people do home scams. You know, it's all different types of scams.
Cap, how he find them? You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something about this clout shit. It wouldn't surprise me that these people that live so deep in the underworld is reaching out to him. You know how they say money be ruling the world and shit, but this clout shit is damn near second hand with that shit, bro.
I look at it as I'm not taking money from a human, you know what I mean? And I don't think I'm a bad guy for it, you feel me?
How much money are we talking right there?
What you're about to see is called punching chicken. Now, punching is lingo in the scam world that refers to the practice of using the dark web to get somebody else's credit card information and doing an online order to punch the item. You can punch chicken, pizza, presumably anything you can buy online. Here's how it went down.
Well, we got that Texas video done. We got the this video we doing.
This is the website that I will buy the cards from to do the punching. Ready to buy cards.
Nah, he go out on him.
It's just not ours.
And how much money does it have on
it? If you mean it like that, if you mean it like that, no. Tommy one of the cool guys. It's just shit. He just able to get.
I wouldn't necessarily say I know the exact amount. Certain banks, they give you the ability to check. You can call the bank and you can check how much. But I would just be buying a card based off of the knowledge.
Sniper, what's going on?
There's something called a BIN. A BIN is a bank identification number. Now, depending on what BINs you have, you might got a card that has millions on it. There's no telling them.
It's luck of the draw.
Basically, yep.
So these are cards that someone physically stole, like at the gas station? They fell on the ground, they picked it up, they upload it to a website, and then it's sold to a bidder like you, or how does that work?
Basically, yeah, kind of like how you just explained it. I wouldn't necessarily say it comes from people picking them up off of the ground, but more so skimmers. They have machines that you can put on. For instance, at the gas station, you can put a skimmer on the machine where the people put their cards into, and then from here, he'll get about 1,000 hits. Now, depending on how many people put their card in that specific machine where you put your skimmer at, that's where all the card information will come from.
Does the skimmer also capture your PIN?
Yes, it does.
So if you use a machine that has a skimmer and you type in your PIN, all of a sudden, you're wide open.
You're good.
You're good, though.
Yeah. The thing about, you know, getting captured by a skimmer is if you have the right type of setup with your bank account in terms of two-factor authentication, the bank asking like questions like, was this you that just spent money at Raising Cane's for about $100? You know what I mean? If you have these different type of protocols set up with your bank, then you're less likely to be a victim of fraud.
Basically, right now, you can get free chicken.
I can get free everything. Boom. Now we got the money on there. Now I can buy a card.
You can buy Social Securities off this?
When you buy the cards, depending on how much the card costs, that's why I said certain cards, they range from 20 to 25 all the way up to 30. You can see what I'll show you when I refresh.
And I just saw you could buy a Canadian card, you could buy a US card, show you the country.
Wow. You can buy from anywhere on the planet. As long as the website has a way to get these cards and put them on their site, then you can get pretty much anything.
Have you ever heard of punching a mule?
Punching a mule?
We spoke to legendary lawyer Bruce Rivers and a man who's a financial crimes expert to get their opinion on the scams you see unfolding in this video.
Punching a mule.
No, I've never heard of that.
That's where you apparently acquire someone else's credit card and you use that to buy free food.
Yeah, there's a lot of scams going on.
He got real pistols just sitting on the table. For what reason? What he got going?
The skimming that goes on, like at a gas station, somebody attaches a skimmer. That's actually happened to me. Somebody tried to buy some stuff at a sporting goods store, like $2,000 worth of on my credit card. And then I see the guy in court on the hook for it. I mean, I was like, holy shit, that's the guy that stole my identity. Had to trace it all back. We figured out exactly what pump it was. We figured out exactly where it was. And he had been doing this all over the place. So I saw him in Hennepin County in court. And my thing happened in another county. He was doing it all over the place.
A lot of times what's going to happen is you go to try and do a touch pay.
The nerve? It be behind that motherfucker. Arms reach this way, that way. I just see the difference there.
It doesn't work.
I gotta do
That's
all
part
that.
of the plan. They want you to scan your card. So they actually will have a module, something that's identical looking to the actual card swipe overlaid. Physically go and try and pull it off. If it doesn't pull off, you're good. If you can go inside and pay the gas station attendant.
I can't be the only one to do this shit though. See why you buy gas with cash? Fuck that! Cause I be in there down there about to destroy the little motherfucker. I grab that bit. It's like this little piece of rubber that you can latch on to. Get that bitch one of them. Get that bitch one of them like a pit bull shake. Fuck it. Yo. Shit, if nothing come off, you good.
Ideally in cash, avoid this whole digital footprint process. You're going to be a lot safer. You see any sort of fraudulent activity on your account, immediately contact your bank. The sooner that you can contact the authorities, law enforcement,
that's what I'm
it's going to
saying.
be much easier to get your money back. When there's delay in space and time, scam, with any sort of financial scam, it's much harder to get your money back.
If you really want to get specific on which one you want to buy, you can type in your BIN, your bank identification number. So I'm going to type in a BIN that I know is going to work.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Wings Financial Credit Union.
You got to do what you got to do. And if a motherfucker mad, if a motherfucker mad at you doing that, they ain't on the gig. They ain't on the gig. Only choice, only option. This whole bitch can burn up now.
Very, very high class bank.
You doing weird.
Food and shit. Like we talked about, yeah, Cane's might take $100 loss today, but that person whose card I'm using, they're getting all their money back. 100% guaranteed.
Well, I've heard people that get scammed and it can take 30 days for them to get the money back in their account. The average American has $1,000 or less in their savings. So if you scam the average American and rent's due, they might not have it because of the scam.
You are right. But in terms of them never getting their money back, I know for a fact that they'll get their moned back. Somebody just texted,
I'm just saying, say you waking up, bro, you get this bad, fucked up news about your fucking bank account that you been scammed for, let's say $200. You got $700 in this bitch. Now you down to $5. Bro, motherfucker need that $200, bro. Fuck what you talking about. Niggas is gonna get their money back anyway. These niggas is tripping, bro. He act like he trying to act like he care, bro. Yes.
Said he seen the police. Somebody just texted him and said, the police, we gotta get out.
So we're outside of a Cane's Chicken. How often do you guys get free meals like this?
Every day I eat free every day. Everything I do is almost free.
So the customer name is
right. Yes. Credit card, 275.
Okay.
We'll go over to the website. Same card, 5.
Some guy named just lost $50 because some guy got 50 chicken nuggets.
80. And we finna eat good. Okay.
Hear the police? Let's get out of here.
After a successful chicken punching, the fellas decided to take their chicken to a warehouse in a...
God damn. This shit just, and it's Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's don't miss. They better than Chick-fil-A in my opinion. When it comes to the don't missery.
secure location so they could eat their chicken in peace.
Alright, bet we finna go down in the basement and eat.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how illegal was that, what we just did?
That's like a 10, because I fully completed it, you know? And anything that you do that you're doing fraudulent,
Hold on.
it's always gonna be a 10. The only thing that makes it more secure is that I didn't go in there and swipe a card. So they can't say that I did anything illegal.
If they caught you, what would be the punishment?
You know, it's a white collar crime. I don't think I would get charged with anything really because, like I said, they don't have any proof that I did anything. So they will have to drop the case. They did want to take.
But if they only catch you for this Raising Cane's order, you might just get a misdemeanor. You only scammed $80. You feel me? Might get a little. But if they catch you with some big shit, it's over with.
Before action and give me a punishment, it will probably be anywhere from like 5 to 10.
5 to 10 years?
Just for some shit.
What makes it worth it?
Damn, I ain't know that.
So it's like, if you ain't got no money, but you got somebody's card, you get all good. Just the other day, I got good lines like this.
Is it that easy to get away with?
Yeah, 100%. I'm always in and out. I've never been in a spot and they tried to hold me or tell me, oh, we can't give you what you're paying for, you gotta wait a little bit, you know? But in terms of me going into a restaurant and I swipe a card, say that card declines. I swipe another card, I know they're looking at you weird. Give us a second. Matter of fact, you can't swipe any more cards. Just wait right here for us while we get the system set up, right? While they're getting their system set up, they're really calling the police to tell you, like, hey, this guy's in here trying to commit fraud.
So do you even get nervous making a play like this?
Hell no. It's easy, bro. I've been doing this shit since 2017.
All right, let's see if this is real chicken or scam chicken.
Come on.
If you could say a message to the CEO of Raising Cane's, what would you say?
Hey, thank you for the chicken. You fed a lot of hungry people tonight.
I guess big dogs gotta eat. Is that necessary for, is that your fork or what is that for chicken? Whoa! I'm gonna see if punch chicken tastes any different. Actually, this is my first time eating Raising Cane's. No fucking big. Oh, that is a chicken tender. Ooh, and we got the tan too, people.
Or you tapped the wood today? Hell yeah. I ain't gonna lie. My back hurting. I'm trying to get comfortable and shit. I see it. Yo, love your YouTube videos. Appreciate you, Brody.
I had something to change around with the car, brother. What is it? The C code to change that shit around. To the pager. I'm gonna give his ass a call, wake his ass up.
So, the guy that's sleeping, what role does he play? The guy that's gonna wake up?
So, the guy that sleeps plays a very important role. He's the one that's basically, he does send-outs for banks. And
niggas can do that? I don't do that. They got some slaps, but they ain't got all the slaps.
A message coming to your phone.
Okay. How hard is it to get your hands on this type of paper? What does it take for this to be legit? Like, is this a tough part of the puzzle, or is this pretty easy part of the puzzle?
One of the easiest parts.
How many?
Okay, well that's money. Hold on, money order paper. Anybody can get this shit. They lying.
Hours a week do you think you work doing this?
I still have fun. I still carry on life. It's probably gonna take hours out of the week. I'll probably save maybe like 10, 15 hours. Most shit is fast.
What makes someone good at this?
Connection. More connection. Something for everything in every field, because it's not just one type of scam.
Does this profession make you nervous?
No.
Is it risky?
Be nervous, no.
What's your philosophy on life?
The word is mine. When you're young.
Is it hard to keep this on the hush? If you're busting big plays, is it hard not to flex it or to talk about it?
Now I'm getting to the point where I've been doing it for a minute. I don't care. You know, I'm doing so like I won't even post.
What's your specialty?
Have different specialties. You always level up, so I can't say I have like one good specialty, but I can do anything that I want. That's another thing. I think my good specialty is I can figure out whatever I want to learn. Anything.
Were you good at school?
Yeah, I was good at school.
Did you like school?
Yeah, school was fun.
What do you call yourself?
Baby J.
What's your specialty?
I'm good at talking, really. He's good at talking. You feel me? Everybody play different roles. This is one of my guys right here. He might come to you, ask you a couple questions. This right here.
I'm saying, how hard is it to scam? He printing checks. So like, how hard is that? Like for our viewers, like.
It's like a real check. Made a copy of it. So this what it look like original, and this what it look now. Exact same thing. Exact thing. And this right here, the way that I'm doing it, a lot of people doing it.
Check fraud. Printing out fake checks, cashing them at a bank.
What normally happens isn't that the person who's doing the fraud is the one cashing it in. Usually they get some unsuspecting person, oh, I can make you a lot of money, and so they write the check to that person. So there's a middle guy in between, and it's usually the person that's unsuspecting, not thinking that it's a fraudulent check, and all of a sudden they go to the bank and they try.
But see, it's like this red flag number one. Nobody's walking up giving you 7,000, 8,000 for nothing. So that's the first red flag right there. Why nobody see that red flag is crazy. Secondly, you fucked up, you down bad. You fucked up and down bad. If you do this shit and if it go wrong, now you put yourself in all kinds of predicaments.
Try to get the cash, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's usually the unsuspecting person, not the person who's behind the scheme.
A check fraud is a complicated situation because one of the biggest ways that you can protect yourself is go to the actual post office itself and mail the check. And I would prefer that you don't even mail checks. I really don't think it should be at this point. It has all your information on it. The more space and more distance you have in terms of the transit that needs to occur with that check, the more risk you're gonna have. What is the penalty for printing fake checks?
It depends upon the loss amount, typically. Usually it's a felony because it's forgery and theft by swindle. And so if it's under $2,500, it's probation. Each check becomes a felony count in and of itself, and you get enough of those, it can ultimately be a prison sentence. It really does depend upon the value that we're looking at.
And what can this play be worth?
This one right here was $5,400.
That's a lot of money.
A piece of paper.
This is just making up a check?
Yeah, this is just me making one.
So you can make any amount you want.
And it's like, you see how I just sat here and asked them, this scamming shit hard. You know how many y'all just said no? So your average broke 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, all the way through college years. Hell, even some grown people that's willing to do all this shit, bro. They know how to, that's computer savvy and all that. Well, they just got introduced. They just got introduced to the scam likely world. Shit.
Yeah, any of it.
Is it gonna come out of here?
Yeah, I would imagine.
The bigger you go, the more.
Yeah, once you touch that 10K mark, any scam over 10,000 is where it's serious. So when it gets serious for real. Check forgery isn't so high.
How much does this printer cost? It's crazy that a $500 printer can turn into thousands and thousands of dollars. They say money doesn't grow on trees, but you are kind of making it look like it does. Someone got the original or a copy of a real check, sold it to you online, and you're printing out that version?
Either that or somebody in the mailbox. So it's two kind of ways to get a check. You can break a mailbox, or there's keys. You can look it up. You can probably find clips of people robbing mailmans to get keys.
In regard to mail carriers, there's been a lot of violence towards them. There's been a lot of robbing of mail carriers and taking the keys that they use in order to open up mailboxes. And there's been all this money put towards these digital defense mechanisms and these electronic keys to use, but that still doesn't necessarily protect the mail carrier themselves. But this applies to everyone. In terms of protecting yourself generally, it's all about
nobody's safe in the scam world, bro. Anybody can be a fucking victim. Sleepover at Snore House was crazy. Fuck no.
Not having patterns. For the mail carrier, if you're on a route, just like if I was on a patrol route, if I had the same patrol route, same time, same place, every single day, it's easy for that patrol route to be intercepted. Change and vary your patterns. It's called force protection. What about when someone hits a mail truck, steals the mail keys, and steals checks that way?
Bye-bye. In other words, that's usually done on an inside job basis. Because who's going to steal a mail truck? And know that there are going to be checks on that truck. Probably not too many.
Which is the most risky part of this puzzle?
I say out of all of them, the risky part, 9 times out of 10, you guess the most riskiest part who has the most important role in this particular person.
So when you scamming, it's not always like somebody's always we're always the villains. Like we also helping people because we split the money that
we never just running off.
We split it 50-50 with them. Just now, right now, look what happened to her.
Someone just said, I swear I got evicted, I gotta get back on my feet, and you said, I got you, cuz. Send me ID. Someone's sending you their bank.
What? This today.
Some people actually need help, so it's like sometimes.
I know people to this day that bring me other people's accounts.
You see how real this looks? If you were a big to the sky, you'll see like, you see me?
Like this is a real one.
This is a real thing. Cash this and then get paid for it right now. Actually, they are. Y'all finna see it today.
We can only fit so much into a YouTube video. All of this will be available at Patreon only. Highly recommend you check that out. Link is in the description. Would you say this is up there, Miguel, for things we've done?
Top 3 for sure.
This is fucking ridiculous, dude. I'm not exactly sure what we're about to do, but it feels sketchy. The first scamming video I put out, people are wondering, is this guy for real? Is he scamming us and believing that it's real? But like the casualness of which—
That's crazy, cause I watched that on some whole other shit in the TV room and shit. But anyway, niggas ain't, he had a runner that was covered up, but we end up seeing him. It was too much. It was too much. It didn't feel like I was watching motherfuckers that worked in the underworld, bro. It didn't feel like I was watching people that worked in the underworld. It felt like I was watching a group of celebrities or whatever. Like, a lot of shit was just too open. Dev got robbed and make $2 million in a month, he said. Whatever.
What the fuck going on, man? We cracking accounts now. We are cracking accounts now. It is less dangerous. Do not get killed. We crack accounts. Please do. Please do not.
So does Minneapolis feel lawless right now?
Certain parts is lawless. I'm not gonna lie. This whole city is known for scamming. That's all. That's like the biggest thing. Like even from the politicians to our parents to other people's parents.
How do the politicians scam?
They're in on a lot of shit. Like they get paid bribery. They're into like the non-profit frauds and shit. Politicians here, they're dirty too. They play dirty games.
He's not going to mention some of the biggest scams going on. Here's a look at something that's actively happening in the city right now. Here it is.
One of the largest scams in United States history happened right here in Minneapolis. During the pandemic, the Minnesota Department of Education was tasked with overseeing the handout of meals to kids, the needy, and the homeless during the COVID era, and they delegated local supervision to nonprofits like Feeding Our Future. What happened next was a tsunami of swindling. These nonprofits fraudulently claimed to be feeding thousands of kids a day within just weeks of being formed. Not only were literal tons of food wasted, but the fraud ended up costing the U.S. taxpayer about $250 million. As of now, there are dozens of people being indicted and brought to trial, and to this day this stands as one of the biggest scams in U.S. history.
On the dirty street, mama and daddy got no hope. The scam, the system scammed us. Both our parents. CIA bought dope to the motherfucker. My daddy, they got him out the way. They ain't trying to pay no child support. It's cool though, bro. You know, we gonna try to get this that shit, that money on. Think to make that money on. Get out here for real. Yeah, I'm not a bad guy. I'm not gonna say this guy, bro. I just do this to get my people to hear me.
What percentage of scammers would you say are balling, and what percent of them would you say are actually kind of broke?
Scammers, like,
I know it's a lot of them. It's always both sides of the token going on. Like, say with drug dealers, it's always the rich ones, it's always the broke ones. It's same with the scammers, it's gonna be the rich ones, it's gonna be the broke ones, nigga. I don't know how he asked that one.
It's like one person passes a card to one person, pass down to the main person. The person is the one who everybody decides how much it. So all scammers are not rich. That's a scammer and not have a way. Feel me? Like it's always a new scam.
Cause bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now. With life set up, bro, if a nigga is like a broke person, he always just broke. He's usually a fuck up. It's usually a fuck up. A motherfucker that's always fucked up. He ain't a good person. He dumb. He slow. All the other shit, bro. Don't make good decisions. He's a fuck up. With that being said, yeah, you can be a scammer and just be fucked up. Bad decisions, poor money management, the whole nine. Hell yeah. All money on drugs, a fuck up.
It's about who figures out the scam first.
You can't really say it's too many runners. Like, it's like, you always tell, like, we will scam, we know who a runner and who's boss trying to find new moves.
But no, I just seen runners turn into bosses. You feel me? Like, it's a lot of runners that became that man. You in the scam world, getting slimed out too.
What is that?
Slimed out is like, say recipe, bro, just did a move, and you like, I'm not paying you or who you brought. It's over with.
Out to Columbus, Georgia.
That's what I remember we was talking about karma yesterday. It's scary, Lord. I think it's about keeping it down. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like easy. You can't just wake up and come. It's not that easy. Now, it's that easy to do basic shit, but it gets deeper than that.
It can be a blessing and a curse at the same time, but it just depends on how you break your move. You gotta stay consistent too. You gotta stay consistent with anything you do.
Alright, you're filming.
We're gonna show y'all some box action.
Scammers operate in a climate of deceit. You see, fraud is a game of smoke and mirrors. These guys ran off with the camera to presumably make an ATM play, and what I saw on the tape left me questioning reality.
That's some great footage. See the police?
Where you guys see them? Of course, you guys were out there for like fucking 20 minutes in ski masks and glasses.
We had a little the car started locking on us. But sometimes the car will lock up and then they give you like fraud alerts, which the person has to confirm on the phone.
You guys were skied up with glasses the whole time in front of a bank? Like, how is that not, like, do you guys feel like you guys were out there for way too long?
Time limit. And what can they possibly do for real?
One of the things that comes to mind is what we are seeing, is that even real? And what makes me think it is real is that they took 20 minutes outside of this van, they got fraud alerts on their phone. If they were just taking money from their own account, it would have been in and out in a minute or two. But this also brought up more questions.
Man, they also came back with about $4 grand altogether. I mean, you gotta have the money to goddamn get the money.
Remember earlier in the episode when I was talking about
they
the
ain't
sense
have
of
it like
nihilism
that,
that I've
shit.
noticed in Gen Z? When they do things like this, their
Or the whole
nihilism
little
can come
fraud
off as
shit.
quite sinister. I mean, scamming people, banks, grandmas,
Fraud
restaurants,
alert.
it's pretty crazy. But what I think is the source of all this nihilism is a lack of hope. And why I think a lot of Gen Z has no hope, I mean, this is the first generation in American history that's projected not to do better than their parents. These kids have inherited this world where they can't afford anything, the food, the housing, the college, all of it is sky high. And the people making the rules, their government, it's this.
I'm already knowing that motherfucker, the little piece on the side. I need to get my upgrade. But yeah, it's a shit. Niggas ain't never thought about doing that crazy ass.
Lazy, lousy bunch of bureaucrats that openly cheat.
And I ain't know it's that easy for your shit to just automatically get on a motherfucker phone.
All of the time. So a lot of these kids, I think, have just said, F it. The world is fake, the world is a scam, and I'm gonna scam the world. I'm gonna get mine for myself at any means necessary. I'm gonna cheat the system that I feel cheats me. But what do I know? I'm just trying to make sense of what I'm seeing and figure out the world.
That was a look into the world of scamming. Any final thoughts, fellas?
We got everything. We didn't get a chance to give y'all everything, but
And we won't give y'all everything.
we love y'all. We don't scam people for a living. We help people out.
We took a deep dive into this world. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. Peace.
If you want to keep yourself safe,
We help people out. It's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go and get about this. Shout out to all the scammers out there. Hey, leave me the fuck alone. All right. That's all I ask. Just leave me the fuck alone. I don't wanna wake up, have to call the bank. The nigga, that was crazy. I'm gonna leave that alone though. Nobody wanna wake up and have to call the bank, bro. Ain't goddamn deal with that shit. Oh damn, you finna dip? Yes, sir. I'm tired as hell. I ain't gonna lie. 3 o'clock in the morning. But shit, I'll catch y'all tomorrow.